Hello, Saskia here, devotional goddess. A message came through this morning, and I think it's a really important one, so I wanted to share it with you. Back in 2020, when all the chaos hit, I went down the rabbit hole because I realized things didn't add up for me. And I sat in my meditation and I was like, I want to know my truth. I want to know the truth inside of me, and I want to know the truth in the world at large. I don't want to have blinders on. I want to see my truth. And I knew that needed courage and steadiness. So I really found my practice, upped the ante in order for me to stay centered, because it is really not comfortable seeing the truth. And there needs to be a cultivation within us in order to hold steadiness within in order to see the truth. Because we're really good at putting blinders on and just keeping our life in a comfortable place. Because comfort is ease. But life is not comfortable. So I would rather invite the discomfort in on my terms rather than have the whammies come, which they will anyway. We can't avoid them. They will come. But as much as I can bring it into me on my terms, especially when I'm feeling steady and strong and life feels somewhat smooth or centered, which it didn't, of course, in 2020, but there was a level of discomfort that I was like, there's more that I need to see right now. And I remember a teacher, a mentor saying, be careful what you ask for, because it's not. She says, I asked that years ago, and her higher consciousness said, you're not ready for that. And it came later, and I was like, okay, thanks for that heads up. Whatever I need to see, I'm ready to see right now. And it wasn't comfortable, and it was painful, and it was challenging. It was very challenging. But I knew I had the strength within me to hold that. And we're all being asked that now. I was responding to a text to my extended family, and there's a politician apparently in England coming to light. I know very little, but they just alluded to it being maybe a bit creepy, unsettling, what have you. I haven't investigated it further. I just looked up the man's name, and that was all I got to do. But this is all coming up to the surface. I'm not saying this is what this man has done. I don't know what this gentleman has done. If you're in England and you are understanding what I'm alluding to, the gentleman I'm alluding to, it's irrelevant who this gentleman is. A couple of days ago, July 4th was the opening weekend, or the opening day of The Sound of Freedom. And I made a point of seeing it. I had known of its existence for a long time. And I made a point of seeing it. It's the dark underworld of our society right now that is coming up to the surface to be seen. The movie is very, very well done. It brings the message across without it being overtly disturbing or in your face. It is very subtle, but it is also very clear and very skillfully executed. And it is one of the dark underbellies of our society that us as the groundwork, as if you would. It's not a playground that the general population plays in. is what I'm saying. And yet it is rife. These are the truths that are coming to the surface. And the message that I shared with my family, and this is the message for today, is that whatever news you are consuming, whatever TV, whatever media you are consuming, and you become aware that it pulls you down, that it lowers your energy, stop. Pause. Walk away. Be conscious as to what you are consuming. We consume through our mouth our meals, but we also consume energy and information through our ears, our eyes, our hands, our smell. This is information that we also bring into our bodies, and it affects our microbiome, it affects our energy, it affects us. So what is it that you are consuming? Is it bringing your energy down? If it's disrupting your energy and bringing you in a state of sadness and dross and disruption, stop. Catch yourself. Stop. Break that pattern, because sometimes it is a well-worn groove and we're just used to consuming things that pull us down and we don't even realize it. Pay attention. Witness. How does this affect me? And if it pulls you down, stop. Walk away. Contemplate. What is it that will bring me back to neutral? A simple walk around the block. Walk around the neighborhood. If you have a backyard, sit in the backyard and take in the nature. Sit on the earth. Witness the butterflies that visit your garden, your backyard. Take in the richness of nature. That is an amazing recalibrator, an amazing healer. Just being in the presence of nature for 10 minutes, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, walking with your bare feet on the earth. It is summertime here in the Northern Hemisphere. Put your feet on the earth. Allow the earth to support your recalibration. Find a clip on social media that makes you smile, that makes you laugh. It's not for nothing the animal videos are so hugely popular, because it warms our heart. It brings us into our heart center and it makes us smile. Those baby videos, oh, they're just adorable. It brings us into our hearts. Find the balance, right? The balance is 70% being neutral. Ultimately, we want it to be higher, but see if you can find, and if that's like, whoa, that's a massive number, make it 30% and build upon it. Find a place of neutrality. If being happy is too far at the end of the spectrum, then work to finding neutrality. And that means witnessing when media pulls you down and turn it off and walk away. I've received enough right now. This is really, really important for our emotional and physical and mental well-being. Yes, I say physical too, because when we're watching something, we're often sedentary. And if we're noticing that it's pulling us down, then it's a moment to stand out in the afternoon or the morning sun and just take in those rays with those healing light codes from the sun for 5-10 minutes. No suntan lotion for those 5-10 minutes. Just allow your body to receive the light codes from the sun. Allow yourself to feel the warmth on your body. Come into your truth and start with what brings me happiness, what brings me contentness. This is the most important step right now, because we are all being challenged. I'm being massively challenged right now, and I feel like it's an opportunity for me to rise above in this initiation. And I'm really working on my mental mindset. What do I focus on? Do I focus on the lack, or how can I focus on the richness that I have? And I'm really being challenged to choose again so that I don't get pulled under in fear. Because the fear is real right now. My fear is real right now. There have been times where I've been just in fetal position, holding myself and allowing myself to purge my tears and release them out. And once I've released, I'm like, okay, that was important. Now, are you ready to choose another thought? And then I start to pause upon what that next thought is. Oh yeah, let's flip it around. Because I need to honor, and we all need to honor, the fear that lives within us. That is part of seeing our truth. That's part of witnessing the truth within us. It's not about pushing our emotions down. It's about finding the steadiness within to allow those emotions to rise so that we can honor them. And that's where the strength comes. That's where the courage comes in, to allow ourselves to be in the emotion, as raw as it is. And sometimes we need help. Sometimes we need someone else to hold it with us so we don't feel so alone. That's what my mentoring does. That's what friends do. Sometimes that's what family does. Sometimes family is too close and they're not able to hold that. But sometimes they can. And for many years it was a mentor that held it for me, because I didn't feel safe enough within the people that I had, because I didn't have the safety within me yet to be that vulnerable within my community. And I've worked diligently on that, and I continue to. I continue to have opportunities to allow myself to be vulnerable, to be raw, to be seen in all the facets that I live in. But allow yourself to honor the emotions. They're real right now, and life is incredibly challenging right now. So reach out to your community. Take advantage. What I say resonates. If me as a person resonates, it will be my honor to work with you and support you through this. I had my promotion right now, my birthday month. Take advantage of it. I'm here to support in any way I can. Many thanks. Much love. Look at your landscape and see where you can create greater balance. Many blessings.